That is Hüsker, Pink Turns to Blue, and they're I think they're pretty influential on the grunge bands from the '90s. They're like early '80s post punk kind of stuff, and they can be really loud and abrasive, but also really interesting chords, really interesting melodies. For a second, I actually wanted to talk about something like guitar based or guitar heavy music. I've seen debate on whether or not it's going to come back, like, and be more fashionable. And I mean, I don't know. It could. Like I said, '80s kind of style music was big for a while. It's possible there's a '90s revival, but I think the guitar as an instrument is something that you can pick up and learn how to play in a couple months and get like some chords and figure it out a little bit. So I think there's always going to be some desire for people to play it, but also it sounds really good. Or it doesn't, or it sounds loud and abrasive like that previous song, but that expresses a thing too. I think where did it go? Well, it's been I mean, it's not as popular as it once was. Rock doesn't hold the same cultural influence as it did. There's probably a very long conversation to be had about that, but honestly, I think it's fine. I think there's plenty of great stuff out there. It's just a matter of, does it become more of a thing? Like a lot of like guitar stores went out of business, from the big chains to the little stores. And that is a shame. I hate to see music stores like struggle, but I think it's also because it's literally, you just download a DAW and you're ready to go. You could use your keyboard, you can program, you could order a little keyboard off Amazon. You're making music. You don't really need expensive shit, and stuff is expensive. Um, Stuff is expensive, so I get it. But I think as an instrument, guitar is fun to play. It sounds great. You can make it sound like a million different things. But speaking of rock revival, there's a band, chat, that is back. And I'm going to play a little bit. I'm going to play a little bit of it. And I'm not going to give you any context for a second. I just want you to, you know, even if you know who this band is, I want you to hear this. And I want you to just hear it and just tell yourself and tell me what you think. So when you hear that, does that sound nice? I don't know. Um, so that's Greta Van Fleet, and there's a big discussion about like them being uh, like a pretty cool band. And boy, I've been a Zeppelin fan since I was like 16, and hearing them come back, and you can listen to the song and make a decision for yourself. And listen, I make music. People have shat on my music, so I don't really love the idea of like just saying, "Oh, it sucks," and moving on. I just want to say I wish these guys did two things. Well, three. One, you don't have to sing like that. That's one. Two, you can say that Led Zeppelin was an influence. It's okay. You can say that, and it probably will help. Just say that was our favorite band. That's two. Three, stop. Um, or instead of stopping, try something a little different. That would be cool too, because I was really hoping by now, these kids have been around for a while now, and they got very famous. They're selling out albums, like they're selling out concerts. They're doing big tours. They're doing fucking giant festivals. They're gonna be fine. Some dumb streamer on the internet's not gonna hurt their feelings. But I will say this: uh, I was hoping by now, and there's more to that song that they put out. I was hoping by now they would sound like a real, like doing their own thing, not just sounding exactly like Zeppelin but worse. I can't, like, seriously, if you don't like Robert Plant's voice, that is, I saw someone say, if you think Led Zeppelin is bad, then Greta Van Fleet is like diet diarrhea. So I don't think this is a band that's saving rock music. I think it's harming rock music, and we need to like kind of look ahead by embracing the influences a little bit and just making something unique. and don't rewrite Over the Hills and Far Away but worse. And you could just have fun and make music that's you. Someone said this could have been an email. Hey, I talk for a living, chat member. I like to talk. So yeah, I think there's plenty of good music out there. I'll send the email. I'll do a newsletter. And the thing about taste is it's very subjective. And last thing I'll say is this: I know how hard it is because you make music, you put out albums, and then someone's like, "Sucks." Next, and it's like, "Oh, okay." Thing I spent 2 years on, and some reviewer or some person is like, "Sucks, garbage, amateur." Yeah, yeah, I've been there. Sucks. It hurts. For a couple minutes, the more you hear it, and then like 1 minute, then 30 seconds, as opposed to 2 minutes. But I really feel like people get used to lots of different types of sounds to the point where there's a lot of music that's very, very popular where I just don't understand how it's like baby noises or like fart noises, like really loud motorcycle dubstep. I heard like the other day I heard motorcycle music and it's just revving engines in the form of dubstep. And it's just because it's like people love that shit and it's cool. I get it. People want it that you listen to whatever. But from to my ear, there are some things that just sound grating, and I think it's just they're not for as many people like them. I think there's just as many people that don't like them. So I really hope I'll end my diatribe here by saying there's a lot of great rock bands out there. There's plenty of bands around right now. I would say even if you want to look back to the past, look at the Lemon Twigs. They are influenced by the Beatles and Beach Boys. They sound a little bit like them, but they're still their own band. And they try different things, and the songwriting is great, and they sound good. So, so anyway, thanks for coming to my talk here. And I'll tell you what, next time I'll send an email